The DoD is resurrecting a massive training event known as the Nifty Nugget. Back in 1978, the DoD conducted an exercise designed to simulate what would happen if it needed to mobilize the entire US military in the event of a large-scale conflict. And yes, I mean the entire US military, the active duty, the reserve, and the National Guard, all mobilized at the same time. It was a huge undertaking, and as you might imagine, it went horribly wrong. Well, it went horribly wrong if what you were looking for was success. In the exercise, senior commanders discovered that the US had some major deficiencies in their planning, communication, and logistics, resulting in more than 500,000 troops arriving late for the fight, and it also resulted in more than 400,000 casualties throughout this notional conflict. But all of these failures did produce some valuable information that resulted in the creation of US Transportation Command in 1987, and our military's leadership must have thought, that's good enough, because the concept of mass mobilization exercises stopped after this. Until now. The 2025 National Defense Authorization Act, or NDAA, calls for a study modeled after the Nifty Nugget that focuses on the swift mobilization of reserve forces in the event of a high-intensity contingency operation in the Indo-Pacific region. The NDAA requires the Secretary of Defense and Joint Chiefs to collaborate with U.S. Indo-Pacific Command to assess the military's ability to quickly mobilize, deploy, and sustain troops from both the active and reserve components in response to a notional conflict involving the Taiwan Strait, South China Sea, or similar Indo-Pacific flashpoint. Now, the US has always maintained this policy of political ambiguity when it comes to the tensions between Taiwan and China, but the prospect of an invasion of Taiwan has always been a potential trigger point for a major military conflict. And with recent news that these tensions are heating up, who knows what the future holds. Some of the data that the Defense Department is looking for with Nifty Nugget 2.0 is an evaluation of strategic lift, sustainment and logistic capabilities, an evaluation of joint and allied interoperability, and a data analysis of how many reserve and guard members will likely be available to reinforce active duty units in the first 30, 60, and 90 days of combat. There's a lot more information available about this, so I'll make sure to link the Military Times article that you see behind me in my socials. Please make sure to like and share to spread the word, and don't forget to follow for more military news.